neurological connection and building that up.
Well, that has an impact, right? Because it's like they've even tested this when they put like the electrode, you know, like on the brain and then like on the muscle, and it's like how much can you recruit?
Yes.
The person that recruits more grows more tissue. It's just, Zack actually has a podcast, The Mindful Meathead, and we talk about stuff like this sometimes when he has me on.
Yeah. How I first started learning to train was time under tension, range of motion, and just at the hardest contraction you could possibly get. And then everything else around that is secondary.
Outside of like the USA, what else does this gym stand for?
Stands for dedication in bodybuilding, period. So when you go to the commercial gyms, everybody's standing around doing nothing. You come in here and watch people be serious about what they're trying to do. That's what it's about.
What's that?
You dig Armbrust Pro Gym?
It's the best gym in Colorado for sure. Might be the best in the country.
I'm doing a little bit of all over. Arms, shoulders, I'm gonna do some glutes. So, full body workout today.
Right before the Branch Warren Classic?
Right before the Branch Warren Classic.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an awesome show.
It's gonna.
This is like way early for me. Well, no, it's because I got like other stuff. I got client starts today, and so it's like gotta get it in.
Gotta get it in.
This is John's younger brother.
No, it's not. So this is Marcus and Zack. They're guys I work out with pretty regularly. Lev couldn't train with me today. So we're starting with leg curls here. We'll probably go into like leg extension next, some kind of squat movement, leg press, maybe one more quad movement. These guys feel okay. And then we'll go into like stiff legs and then maybe some kind of glute movement. Depends how much time I have. If everything goes smoothly, we'll get a lot in. If not, just get the basics.
At this point in your training, are you still going like ham, or are you just kind of very strategic, or you?
It just kind of depends how my back feels and my hip. If everything feels good, I'll go all out. If I gotta throttle back, I have to play it by day by day. Marcus is one of my clients. He's a Marine too, so we got like that going on. And then me and Zack have been around here for a while. We actually became friends in 2019 after he did his show. I did mine because we both had big legs. And so like that's what people were talking about.
John did a heavy set and then dropped it down in half.
Shoot for like 10 to 12 on the top, and then like half the way, try to get like 30 reps.
High rep gang.
That band on there intensifies the contraction, or why you have that?
Just keeps constant tension. Coleman actually showed it to me. It just changes the profile of it because it lets off at the top, and so it's getting hard at the top, picks up, and then has that like lag point. It takes that out of it, so it's just constant. To quote Coleman, it feels good.
It just feels good.
Right.
Good. Come on, push, John. More. Keep going. Come on. Get a few more. Squeeze.
Bunch of different footwear. Those you probably get really good contact with everything, you know?
Yeah, I started wearing them because I've always had kind of hip and knee issues. When I was in the military, like, some of podiatrists, I got like inserts and stuff.
Yeah.
Got worse. Did my own research just because I had weak feet.
Really?
Just because you wear tennis shoes, they're so soft and cushiony,
Yeah.
your foot muscles don't work. And
Oh,
so
is
you
that
weak.
why you're sore when you walk on the beach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like why so many old people have like plantar fasciitis, like bunions and all those things because they don't use their feet. And so I was working on really like feeling my toes and like gripping with my toes to make good contact. I credit a lot of my leg size to that.
Oh, good, yeah.
Like the temptation. Good.
Let's do one more after this one. Guys always think it's one way or another, and like they watch someone like branch train, and it's so like intense. They think it's sloppy. It's not like, because I remember like the first time I watched branch train, it was still so controlled. Like him with like his front raises, like yeah, it has a swing, but he's still like contracting and controlling it, and it's like that muscle is like working. And you see it, and I think it's just like that prime muscle, mind muscle connection, that he can go that fast and intense and still get the same output.
It's a level of advancement that to somebody who's not as experienced and can do it, like you said, as well as he can, where it looks sloppy, but to him, it's pretty
So
smooth.
precise, like every
It's
rep's
smooth.
the exact same spot, you know?
But that's also the thing is like when people also try to emulate that and think, oh, to be big like that, you got to train like this. Well, no, he's trained like this after so many years.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't start
Well,
where they're
they
at.
can't even describe like what muscle they're training. They're just like, I'm doing a front raise.
Yeah.
You know? And they're like, they don't even know what a subscap is. Or like, and so they're just like swinging like this. And they're like, but I saw him do it on a video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look on.
All right.
Beautiful.
Good, good up.
Come on. Good. Come on. Good. Get it. Get it. There you go. Come on. Let's go. Easy.
Just one. Whatever you want, Cupcake.
I don't want to embarrass John today.
How gracious of you.
It's like Zach, he jumps on his leg extension, does like 40 the first set. I'm like, cool.
Dude, I didn't know how many I was getting, and I'm like, I gotta get at least as much as John.
There you go.
Little fart there.
There you go. Come on. Come on. Good. Come on. Get it.
One more.
Come on.
Oh, one more.
Keep going. Come on. There we go.
bad at math.
One.
Hey, math is racist.
Math. Yo, have you seen that? That is the craziest thing. I think I have it saved in my phone. Is 2 + 2 could be 5.
When I hurt my back last year, I was chasing strength and the guys ahead of me and thinking I had to train that way. I'd never trained like that. And then I got hurt.
Even though you probably had bigger quads than the people who were.
Yeah. But you're in this environment and you know, they're the guys that have the fans, they're getting the follows, the likes. You know, you just gotta stay in your lane and train how you train. And but yeah, the injury made me rethink everything. Just really focus on contractions and improving the tissue I already have. And then the place I need to grow tissue, I'm focused on getting stronger. But other than that, I'm really just trying to use my muscles.
Yeah.
Time under tension, range of motion. Fucking hard as rain. Everything's firing from all levels. Crazy. Wow. You know, because we stayed fairly high rep range, not like super high, but I think maybe slightly above average.
I view it as like neural acuity too. Like
Neural acuity. What does that mean?
Well, you're just firing your neurons to move your body. So if I'm sending that signal over and over and over again, I'm increasing my mental capacity for that movement.
And probably getting better contractions,
Yeah.
tighter
It's like
time under
riding-
tension.
Just like riding a bike, you know that saying. It's like I ride a bike once, I suck at it. Do it a million times, I'm perfect. Same thing with reps. If you do max set of 1, yeah, you're gonna have to do 100 of them to get what you can in maybe a set of 20.
Yeah. And that's how I kind of feel about the high volume thing, right? It's like the more you're doing the set, like even if it's lower weight, you know, and maybe not the conventional way to do it, you're getting better at contracting that muscle. For one, like there is a load there, but it's not too much load to where you're incorporating a lot of the surrounding muscles also. So you are getting better at like isolating a certain muscle as well.
Well, yeah, I think that's the main issue with progressive overload is like you're gonna hit a wall at some point. And yes, you can clean the reps up. And there's this debate, right, of like, oh, you always have to increase the weight, or you can do progressive load in a different way.
Yeah.
You can have the time under tension. It's like, okay, well, why don't I just increase my rep range? Like that's an option too.
That's like the conversation we were having earlier. It's like there's no fucking like one way formula that you have to follow. Like there's a million ways to do it, and you should definitely not follow just one way of doing it. You should bounce around because you're gonna find because then you'll catch things and like, oh, I actually like it better this way, and you can incorporate things that you do like different ideas, and you incorporate them into other mechanisms, right? So you can kind of bounce around and like put together the puzzle as you want to for whatever's best for you. So I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Makes sense.
That's what we're
He said, don't make him pull his pants down. See, he's got it. He's just hiding them in the skinny jeans today. Good shit, Jordan.
Come on.
Easy. Come on, work.
Get it.
Come on. Let's go. Oh, shit. All right.
Just stops.
No, that's good.
Go over and down. Don't try to do that. What I get? Like I got 7 there, maybe.
We got 7. Come on, dog. There you go. Dogmatic would mean like kind of you have like this one way of thinking, and this is the way. It's like this certain structured way of thinking, and anything outside of that, it's almost like a religious way of thinking. Like this is the way, and this is the only way, and everything has to be under these certain guidelines. Which, you know, it doesn't necessarily end up that way. I mean, with like diet and nutrition, it's pretty much just like the science is there. But as far as like training, our bodies move differently, our body mechanics are different, we're built different, we're structured differently, we have different, you know, genetics as far as like hypertrophy and muscle building and stuff like that. So having, you know, the general foundational stuff, but I think people have things kind of mixed up. Like how I first started learning to train was time under tension, range of motion, and just at the hardest contraction you could possibly get. And then everything else around that is secondary. But if you get those three things and you can keep your intensity, you know, like if we could come in here and train and do lower weight but super high volume, you know, a lot of people don't necessarily like to do that. But if you're getting the same level of intensity, you're getting the same recruitment, or maybe even better recruitment, you know, that'll work. So like me, I like higher volume. I just still lift heavy, but I start switching over to a little bit higher volume stuff, like 30, 40 rep sets. And, you know, a lot of people will be like, oh, how does that work? But people don't really understand, like, they only think that way just because that's what they've been told for so long. And that's where, like, these dogmatic sort of ways, you know, from stuff. So, I mean, in a nutshell, you have to kind of try a little bit of everything and, you know, keep what works and throw away what doesn't, because what works for John or Marcus or anybody else won't necessarily work for me or the next person or anything else like that. So
I think the prime example of that is just take all the Mr. Olympias of the last 5. Just take the last 5.
Yeah.
They all train so different. But someone will be like, no, that's the way you have to train. Yeah. And it's like, but just train what feels good for you and what works. Yeah, guys, if you like the video you just watched today, and you want to see more content like that, follow the Gasp and Better Bodies team. They got tons of other athletes like myself. They follow around. They do how many shows? I think like 200 or something they're involved in. Like the branch one here this weekend. So like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate y'all, fellas. That was fun.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you, bro.